Hello and welcome back to this final episode of House of Tremere. Welcome to what will be the doom and destruction of the pyramid, if I have anything to say about it. Or rather, he has anything to say about it. Um, Hello and welcome. I hope you're excited for some chaos and destruction and death. With that, we're gonna jump right in with some introductions from our players. This week we're gonna start off with let's start off with Dr. Quangle, Cyberbro. Why don't you give us your intro?
All right, I am Cyberbro. I'll be playing Dr. Quentin Quangle, an expert in the flesh and the mind.
Very nice. I'm sure that will be put to the test as you face the true expert in flesh. Nonetheless, Zach, why don't you go next? Give us your introduction.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Zach. I'll be playing Hasib Kavisna, the perpetually optimistic and idealistic student, young kid on the block here. He's definitely going to save the day, or at least try. I don't think there's really any saving the day, though, in reality. But I mean, he'll die trying anyway. So
Absolutely. Up next, Ree, why don't you give us your introduction?
Hey guys, I'm Ree. I play Maruna, the tarot reader of the group. Um, this is this is the moment that we've all been waiting for, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, very excited to get started. Nervous and excited.
But I have all that energy ready for the ritual. Gonna need it. Up next, Emily, why don't you give us your introduction?
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Cass Price, who is technically the head of security. There are people firing at our door, and I shut the door, so I'm not failing. So we're fine. It's gonna be fine.
You're technically secure, but how long it'll last is hard to tell.
It's not my fault if the magic fails.
Sure.
I secured the door.
That was my job. And last but certainly not least, Bob, why don't you give us your introduction?
Taking time, Bob here. I play Jordy, the mid-level manager of the Tremere, and we'll see just how well he can mid-level manage here. Probably just as poorly as he has the whole game. So we'll see how that goes.
We shall definitely have to see. Uh, Things are gonna get interesting. See how well a manager he is by the end of it. Uh, and hello, I am Mark, aka the CatsMeow. This is my channel and this is my series. I hope you enjoy experiencing this clan chronicle of sorts. As we see if everything is going to come crumbling down, I should say. So, a few things I would like to preference for the that are watching. This is part of an ongoing series that I am calling my Gehenna Chronicle. This here will determine the state of House Tremere moving forward, meaning there is a possibility that if things don't go well, there will be no more Tremere in the world of darkness. At least in my version.
No
So, who's
pressure.
excited? No pressure. Just the the weight of the entire clan upon your shoulders.
If I become the reason my favorite clan is not in this, I'm gonna be really upset about it.
Yeah, I think we'll all blame Emily. Not because it's true, but it's just funny. So
Stop this,
No,
guys.
please.
Can
I
make
knew
it
it.
happen.
Sure, you guys can do it. Probably.
Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards.
Nonetheless, I think jump right in. As the chaos in the chantry begins to unfold, the sounds of piercing gunfire at the door and the destruction and smattering of wood, we focus once again on a radio. As we see the Tremere rushing and stressing behind, we hear a voice creep through. Familiar. Not necessarily comforting, but known. As the voice of Caligula cuts through. Hello and welcome once again to Caligula's Countdown. This time, we actually have a special caller who claims to be a big fan of the show. And apparently he's got a message for a friend of his, I think? Anyway, I'll leave it to him. Go ahead, Mr. What was this? Icarus? The name is the Iscariot. I have a message. The Camarilla. Your final hour is at hand. Sword of Cain comes and will render its final judgment upon you. Oh, those are some intense words, Mr. Iscariot. Did you have a song recommendation that you wanted to call out? I have been recommended by my counterparts. A fitting requiem would be End by Boys to Men. Oh. Yeah, sure thing. We can put that on for you. No problem. Glad you're such a big fan of the show. Oh, thank you, Mr. Caligula. But don't worry. I'll be thanking you in person very soon. Okay, well, thank you very much. Sound of a call disconnecting to me. Well, you heard the man. Next up, End of the Road by Boys to Men. I feel bad for you, Camilla? I don't remember. Whatever he said. Hope you have a good night. Hope you're listening well, and, what? Come on, man, I'm in the middle. What do you mean someone's in the building? With that, the music begins to click on, as we begin to hear some sound in the background, as the mic is not quite disconnected. The sounds overlaying as we hear a scuffle, a banging, a scream, the pain and destructive sounds of flesh rending and tearing, of blood flowing, a final death, painful screams, before a voice comes through, small. And a special announcement to the usurpers. You will give back what you have stolen. And you will pay for the sins of your blood. The radio goes dead. I'd just like to be known to all my players. You all heard that.
You know, this is the best show that he's had in a long time, I have to say.
That's not a good sign.
There's too much to do. There's too much to do. Asib is pacing. I need to get started. There's so many things I need to do. Are the defenses holding up? How's the house? Or the chantry?
Another
I
loud
don't
bang
know.
can be heard in the splintering of.
Okay, what is the innermost room that we have? Basement?
I don't like the basement. It's
Or,
damp.
Jordy,
I-
can you rearrange things so that the front door leads nowhere?
I'll see what I can do. He's gonna concentrate, Mark. First off, he's gonna see if there's any part of the chantry that is. I know there's that little tiny secret compartment, but he's gonna look for an actual like secret room. If not, he'll loop things so that wherever they are, it's not easily accessible by the room loop. So if there's like a one door place, that would be a perfect place to have that loop back through something else kind of thing. So they're stuck in what was the name of that game? Stuck playing Portal. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh.
the same room. Okay, make a willpower roll. Difficulty 8.
Heart of the cards.
Part of the card.
Depends on whether or not the supernatural thing could be a 2 or a 0.
Oh, botches are
2 or a
absolutely
botch.
alive. Botches are alive for everyone. Session.
Okay.
So as you try to
Then
bring forth your power, channeling your blood and your connection to the chantry, you feel it waver. You feel this burning feeling in your chest. Try to take a breath. But as you do, though your lungs feel like they're there, they don't work. So you're essentially suffocating nothing.
okay, he's going to immediately try to draw on the power of the demon.
Okay. Make another willpower roll. This time difficulty 7. No botches.
Heart of the cards. Huh.
You say
One
difficulty 7?
7.
Maybe? It doesn't
it's still
matter.
1 success.
I rolled no sevens. I rolled no 7s.
Okay. With 1 success, as you begin to channel the power of the chantry, you call out to that entity that exists within it, and it responds. You watch as the door in front of you begins to rattle and shake before it finally stops. And then the door opens to reveal that small room with the compressed energy.
All right, he'll start towards it then.
So we're
It
all
seems
going into the
leaving.
orb room then, or is that the
Yep.
plan?
Yep, we're going. I'm dragging the half-dead Nosferatu with me.
Are we taking the ghouls?
Hasib looks around and says, there's much to prepare. There's nothing in that room. We need to gather if we're
Grab
going
everything we
there to
need.
do.
What can I carry?
Why don't you go grab the ghouls?
Humphrey, Bogard, Donna, Blitzen, come on.
They follow after, but
I'll need these
Where's the girl?
scrolls. Celine can come too, but she won't be needed. But it's best to stay protected with us.
Why?
Right.
And who Are we not going to guard the door, the front door? Are we gonna let them into the chantry?
We need everyone that we have. There's no choice.
I'll get
Bring
Celine
Michael with us too.
and Michael. And Marina will run up to get Celine and Michael.
Hasib will open the book and ask it, how much blood do we need? You said we needed blood for the ritual.
I'm gonna give Jordy a look when Hasib starts talking to the book.
The book gives you an amount. The amount is the equivalent of 14.
Oh,
Not
that's
cheap.
not a lot.
Mm-mm.
However, it doesn't all have to come from one.
Our ghouls will need to donate. This will be a tough night for all of us.
Are the ghouls here yet?
Yeah, I gathered the ghouls.
Yeah, so they're there. They look a little
How many?
confused.
How many do we have, by the way?
You have 5. That is all the
Five.
ghouls you have in the chantry.
Yeah. I'm going to lean over to, while Hasib is talking to a book, I'm going to lean over to Jordy and Quangle. The other option, if we need it, depending on how bad this is going to be, is, and I hate to say it, drain the ghouls, use the girl, and be done.
Other option, I see. Do I need to get my vials to collect the blood, or? Well, I'm assuming it'll be some weird type of ritual. You'll go on the floor and make a sign or something. I don't know.
Mark, I'm going to use Blood of Potency. I'm just trying to figure out if it's a long ritual or not, or if it's fairly short.
This takes time.
It's part of Path of Blood. Yeah, I was curious. Okay.
Oh,
that would allow
like the power?
Jordy to carry a bigger blood pool. Yeah, the Blood
Oh,
of
you can just
Potency.
activate
That should
Path
be
of Blood
instant.
power.
Yeah, it's instant.
Okay, what if... I think Jordy, without asking anyone, he's going to do that, cost him a blood point, but it will allow him to be a bigger farm of blood if we need it. So...
Make the roll. Watch is alive. Oh, actually, I need you to roll a d10
Should we
first.
do D10s?
You guys don't need to roll d10s. It's assumed. I need Jordy to roll power.
Oh.
See if it even works. Okay. You can activate it.
See, I told you guys. I told you.
5, 6. Like 5. That put you.
Fourth?
I think but you can change those successes to be longer hour. Like I think it's 1 hour by default, and then
Yeah.
you could do like for 1 hour you're 5
That's right. You can, step
generations
down
lower,
for
or
1 hour.
And per each success, is that how it
For each
works?
success, yeah.
That kind of... So
You can trade
So
for either.
maybe we'll go down to fifth, and 2 hours,
Okay.
just to make it safe. Yeah.
Okay. Hasib, you mentioned the ritual that we didn't need the girl. Why is that?
because we don't with the book's help we can alter the ritual, have it assist us to make sure that we have an actual expert here. And Asib's like as he's not like standing there talking to the book. He's like getting the ritual area ready, getting components or whatever. Because I assume it's not just us standing there. It's like a lot involved.
Yeah.
But he as he's talking, he's just matter of fact. Yeah, we'll need about quite a bit of blood, but we have enough ghouls to donate. They can rest in the corner. They may need to give from each, but they aren't going to be very useful in any fighting anyway if we are going to be combating anyone. So that is fair.
How do we know we can trust the book? If it's Goratrix, why do we trust the book?
If it is
If-
Goratrix, even.
Well, we've been trusting demons, so I don't think this is too much of a step
Some
down.
of us have been trusting demons. Not all of
Julie,
us.
You feel presence. I trust the book. I will give you the power you need. It's me, vessel. As you turn around, pulsing, it's speaking.
I don't think we need the book, Hasib. You can leave it here.
Wait, why don't we need the book now? What's
Wait, the book is going to help us in the ritual.
Why do we not just do the ritual as it was intended?
I think as Maruna comes downstairs, she's just gonna say, "Why wouldn't we bring every possible thing that could be helpful? Even if we don't
Because
need
we
it.
can only do one of them.
We're about to go cordon ourselves off from the rest of the world, the rest of everything. We should at least bring it with us. We don't have to use it, but right?
Well, the main difference, right, is the killing of some innocent child. That's not well. If you have to think of it in a utilitarian way, this Celine is powerful. We may need her skills. We can even hone them. We are going to have a difficult road even after all of this. We have no elders. We have powerful creatures banging at our door. Who knows what state we'll be in after the ritual?
Now is
right?
not. Sorry.
She's so powerful. Then we would put someone into her body, and then they would have her power. Exactly, precisely. That's why we use the girl. That's the whole point.
This isn't the time to be sentimental or well-wishing. This is one life for many lives. It's a hard choice, but this is the world we live in.
It's
This
not
isn't
either
school.
or when we have alternatives.
You can just use me, okay?
But then we have one less for the ritual, and that doesn't work. You can't do the ritual and be the conduit.
Why not?
I don't think you can. Am I right out of character? We established that you can't be both. You can be one.
Never been confirmed one.
No, the book can be one. The book
book can
can't
be
be
one.
both, I think. The book can be one. I got it from somewhere, I swear.
The book can count as an extra person.
Why? Okay.
But it comes with stipulations. The book can also overwrite the need.
if we are insisting on doing it with a sacrifice, then I'm insisting.
I'm going to answer that for you, no.
Why not? I thought it was a matter of one life to save the rest.
It was one life to save the rest, and it's a particularly powerful one. With all due respect, Maruna, you're about as average as me and everyone else.
Do you know why I'm
And you're
here?
already dead.
Yeah, and I
So
still.
you know, Jordy, you don't feel compelled.
And I still see things.
You all presume far too much. Geordie is the regent. We are the clan of Tremere. We have rules and we have structure. Even in this time, Geordie is the regent. We advise him on what we think should happen. He decides, and then we do it. That is our way.
Let's start by
If
getting in place. We can discuss the exact method once we're inside. We have the
Regent
girl,
has
the
spoken.
book, and other options.
I will get all of the rituals ready. We need to be prepared. Someone needs to see to the ghouls to donate.
Aren't the
We set
ghouls
up a
donating in
place.
place of the girl?
They only
Jordy's
need to
choosing
give.
what we do.
The ghouls only need to give some. They don't. We don't need all of their blood. We just enough from each. They should not be harmed.
I'll address the ghouls.
Okay.
Jordy will step out.
Asib's gonna dive back into the preparing the ritual and doing his own rituals. I think if we have enough time.
Dr. Quangle will unbutton his top button.
With that, cut to the outside for as we see some figures approaching the door. We begin to get a better look at them, step out of the shadows, and we see a familiar face. A tall, strong, shaved-headed man who we last saw chasing down Hasib and Ree. Maruna.
Maruna.
Maruna through the hallways of a school. As we see Bruce. Next to him, we see a feminine figure shrouded in dark dress, who we have seen before. Watch as they stand there, as behind them, we see a masked figure wearing what looks to be an oxygen mask. Not necessarily an oxygen filter?
Like a gas mask or something?
Gas mask. Wearing a gas mask. You then see, as they're kind of standing, them chatting. We hear Bruce call out, "Can't we just knock it down? Seriously, it can't be that hard." The feminine figure responds, "Be such a brute. Iscariot told us to wait, so we're going to wait." The man in the gas mask is silent, cold, unmoving, like a statue. Eventually, we see a figure step out from the darkness in the direction. They all turn. You can see on the two faces we can see there are sneers. As we see stepping out from the darkness, the Tremere anti-tribute, Bernard. He steps forward towards. We see Bruce shake his head as he goes. What's this twig gonna do? Chant some Latin at it till it breaks away? Bernard says nothing but carries on. Takes a blood, carves it into his palm, and throws the blood at the door. We hear him chanting under his breath. Repeats the move over again, and we watch as the shimmering of the wooden door begins to fade. With that, return back to you guys. Who's doing what?
Jordy stepped out to retrieve the blood from the ghouls.
How much do you take?
Mer-
See what everyone else is doing.
Myrna would just be helping the Hasib to gather everything because they're moving spaces, so gather everything they need to get as far away from the door as possible.
Tess is waiting until everybody's in the room with the orb, and then he's shutting the door so that Jordy can move it and hide us deeper in it, in the chantry.
Right.
Quenkel is tapping the Nosferatu because I assume the Nosferatu is here. He has a question for him.
He's already in the room with the orb.
You give him any
Yeah, I'm
blood?
gonna-
At the moment, he's missing part of his skull.
Oh. No, I can't sacrifice any of my blood. I'll need it for things.
Then he just appears to be out.
There. I'll put him in the corner, just kind of sit him up.
You can already see like the
Put a
rigor
band-aid on him.
torpor kicking in. If he's left like this, he's gonna be unconscious.
More important things, I suppose. More important things. So yeah, Quengle is waiting for Jordy to return so we can get started.
Hasib is a flurry of actions. It seems like he's really honed in on a couple things. He's asked Michael to carry in the largest statue that we had from the foyer and put it in this room. If he can get multiple, that's fine, but at least one. And Hasib's doing, yeah. Hasib's doing. I don't know how much time is elapsing, but he would like to cast some rituals. I think a level 1 ritual, level 2 ritual.
I think you certainly get one done. Everyone.
Okay, a question, because I'm not sure if this ritual, and at least as it's written in the book, I'm not sure if I can do this. But if Hasib was to create a Pavis against what's it called? Pavis against. Basically, it's to prevent it or reverse presence abilities. Can he make one for Maruna? Because he is worried that Fox will summon her at the worst time.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so that'll be the one ritual he gets off then.
Right.
He'll create an item. It's a blue like lace necklace that Maruna would have to wear, and he'll just say, Rooney, you should wear this. It will protect you, especially against anyone who is going to try to pull you away, like that Fox person.
She'll just nod and she'll, without further question, she'll put it on. Thank you.
Seb nods. He's very stressed but very concentrated at the same time as he dives back into getting the ritual ready. I'll roll the actual ritual thing to see how many successes or whatever, or if it even works. But that's what he's doing.
Geordie. So, Geordie, how are you taking the blood? How much blood are you taking? How are you handling the...
Jordy, does he sense the banging on the door, or that there's the threat immediately at the door?
I'd say yes. You can feel someone attempting to
Jordy looks to the two ghouls. Or is there 4 ghouls? There's 2, isn't it? 5? Okay. Maybe not then. Maybe he'll do it differently, because I don't think he needs quite that much. Do I know from ghoul physiology if leaving them with like 5 will keep them alive?
They could probably survive from that. And ghouls are much tougher than 5 would probably be enough to kill a human. Ghoul could survive. Feasibly.
Okay. I don't think he thinks these ghouls are going to survive this regardless. We're not in the same room, right? The ghouls weren't taken. He points to 3 of them. He says, "You 3 guard the door and do not let up, no matter what comes through."
They agree. They nod.
He looks to the remaining 2, and he says, "Thank you for your service." And he's going to theft a vitae. 10 and 10.
I'll say you're able to do.
Okay.
However,
maybe he uses. You need some rolls from me?
Well, first of all, roll me your willpower. Get off the...
Just a willpower roll, difficulty, the standard power ability, or just a difficulty like that? Yeah.
3 successes. We'll say you managed to succeed over. And they attempt to escape, but they fail to.
Yeah, and if it makes it more sense, I forgot about it being based on successes. So if it was easier to do it the other way, he would simply command one to hold, like, to stay still, walk behind the other, drink them till they're, till the kiss brought them unconscious, and drain them, and then go to the next and do it.
I'd say you're able to.
I don't think he's ever done anything this monstrous before in his life. Like, I don't think he's done anything like this before. Closest thing is that stranger walking down the street.
I need you to make conscience roll difficulty.
Makes sense.
Impassionate.
Really is. Just first one sounds about right, and second one.
You lose 1 point of humor. The first one is easy. You just drain them dry. No emotions tied to it. These are tools to be used. Yet, the second one, maybe it's due to the fact that he doesn't fight back. That he just gives up. Something about that just stirs something inside of you. A remnant of your humanity. It's much easier when blame person reigning. But you can put it on them for putting themselves in. This was all we ordered. You didn't have to kill him, you chose. You have to live with that for the if you survive. Though you may not deserve. You are a monster through it.
I think just the military background, the idea of turning on your own side, even to use them like a tool like this, as much as he justified it, he just couldn't for the second. Maybe it's someone that served him quite well for quite some time. And I think there's a tear or two, a blood tear or two in Jordy's eyes. He wipes them clean. And then he carries on. He'll walk back to the others.
All right, we all appear to be here. Mr. Price, please close the door.
Yep.
Wait,
They're
what?
at the
Wait,
door
wait.
now. We need to move quickly.
Yep. And he's going to close the door to the room that they're in. And then he's going to move to wherever he's supposed to stand, and has a rosary in his hand and is praying.
Did you guys
See blubbers. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, just Marina puts a hand on Hasib's back and kind of like guides him to this spot, and she is kind of holding whatever stuff he clearly wanted to take with him, but like didn't have the arms to carry, because I imagine there's probably like more stuff than necessary.
Yeah, I mean, Hasib's probably brought in books and stuff for reference for the ritual. This isn't, from what I understand, this is not an easy ritual. Like, this is probably way above any of our understanding, and the only reason we really have a chance at it is because we have that scroll and the books help. I mean, it's already risky, but Hasib kind of bristles for a second. The ghouls are going to be in danger if they're outside the room. Where'd they go?
They're going to die at the door, Hasib.
Die at the door? The front door? Not here to protect us. They're there to give more blood to the
Cannon
enemy.
fodder. Cannon fodder.
Someone's going to get through eventually. If we can buy minutes, that's everything we can do.
Hasib's jaw kind of clenches for a second. The book needs blood. Did you get blood?
I did. How much?
It needs, well, let's about quite a bit. Almost a whole person's worth. Actually, more than a person's worth, which is why each of the ghouls were to give some of each. I don't know if we ever measure in blood points, like what that even means in character, but Haseeb like measures it out if we have it for 14
much.
points.
Do you have like beakers or something? So he'll. I think Jordy will just take one of his nails or his fang and cut his wrist, and he'll put his wrist out over wherever the blood is needed.
In like this
I would have brought it.
silver.
And I'll begin to release. Just keep me appraised to how much is going. He's not going to put himself, draw on others if it gets to be too much.
Thick red liquid spills. Yeah, we also watch as it does spill forth. There's a bit where it seems to actually become as thick and thin out as back in. As ritual doesn't allow the blood to stay potent. So it flows down, mixing together. Eventually, it fills up to the almost to the brim, filled with this sickly sweet smell of vitae. Lose 14 points of blood. Of the blood you've taken.
Is it still Vampire Vitae, or is it?
No, it's still vitae. It's just it's gone back to what your normal vitae. It's not thickened. Or the power you have.
Right. Good. Haseeb scrambles through a pile of scrunched up notations. Right, we have the scroll. It will need a few modifications as per the book's instruction, but I think after I am done with one more thing, I should be ready. Is everyone else ready?
Yeah.
We need
Yes.
to know what we're going to do. We were arguing prior. We have emotion. He like moves his eyes to the girls not to speak, the words. We have the book. We have a third option, and I'm sure you all aren't interested in that. I'd like to know more about whether this book is actually Goretrix. Is there a way for us to know that? What if this is something else? What if it's not any better than the third option?
Can find out.
We have very little time, so I suggest we either find out now or do the original ritual.
Maruna's gonna go and kind of hover over the book and put her hand over it. And insight, I guess.
Perception. 47. You focus in, calling upon your gift of insight, and you feel the world. Find yourself standing in a corridor, a dark castle. Stone lines the floor and the walls as you find yourself walking down. Eventually, you stop where the hallway ends and you see a mirror. Yet in this mirror, you do not see your. Instead, you see the reflection of a figure.
Are you Goratrix?
Figure looks, begins to peer forward, not to see. See a rather handsome man. Certainly looks like he's well looked after him. Yet, as you peer closer, you see gaunt features. See me.
Yes. Can see a lot of things.
Kyle, you must free me. But I can see that that traitor is.
What traitor is it that you speak of?
Atreus. Sweet.
What did he do?
Look what is. Usurped what was mine. And betrayed the code. He has taken so much from me, child. I must have my revenge.
I understand. I want to help you, but I need the others out there. I need them to listen to me. If we free you, then we don't have to make any other sacrifice, right?
Trust in power. Trust in the House of Tremere. As one who has been there since the beginning, I've been at Tremere's right side.
How are you trapped here? Was it at Atreus?
Yes. Mr. Blue.
No. Would you confirm to me who you are?
I am Goratrix. I am loyal. I am the creator of the ritual of evolution. I am the master of canite blood.
What will we expect to happen if we do this ritual and we free you and you help us? What will happen after that?
Return greatness to the Tremere. We will stand where we should have so long. Pyramid will to re-establish our greatness, our power.
Thank you. And she'll just nod. And say, I'll convey your message to the others.
Sure. No matter what, my descendants survive. That is all.
Who is that?
The vision. Back to reality.
It's Goratrix.
What did he look like? Did you see him, or did you hear him?
Young, both. Youngish, gaunt. He was trapped inside a mirror. She'll describe him from what she saw.
Just clarify, Martha, it doesn't sound like the one that stepped out of, in the vision I saw of the original ritual. It doesn't seem like the one that was Tremere, right? That
No,
stepped out
Tremere
of
has a different look.
Yeah.
Tremere has much longer hair. Very evident.
Just gonna say, do any of you know anything about Atreus?
Can we make a roll?
Intelligence, politics.
Yeah, do I? Alrighty.
Politics.
What was the roll?
Wow.
Intelligence, politics. Difficulty 8.
Can we still roll if it's like a historical figure? I don't have politics.
I'll allow you to do it at +1 intelligence.
All right.
Yes, Atreus was a restaurant me and my wife went to in New York. It was our 5th anniversary. It's beautiful, really.
Wait, does that mean so I'm just double checking. So we're either rolling with politics or what is Haseeb rolling with?
Intelligence, difficulty 9.
Just intelligence.
Intelligence, politics, difficulty
just
8. Or just intelligence.
Yeah, I mean I have politics of 0, so it's not going to affect it any.
Yeah, so
I have to do difficulty 9. Okay, give me a second.
if you don't have politics, it has.
This is gonna take a minute. Oh, I did something wrong.
I should have just made intelligence. But then again, if it would be intelligence. Either way, I messed it up. They had an amazing dessert. We had the cheesecake.
Why will you?
Yeah.
While Rooney was doing the vision, can Hasib go up to the statue and nonchalantly cast animate the unmoving, just to have that prepped, or use his discipline, use a path to do that?
Yeah.
All
Is
right,
this
I'll roll the
being
thing.
is this being done like to hide it from everyone, or are you just doing it in plain sight of everyone?
He's going up to just do it. I mean, he's not making a big fuss out of it, but he's using it. I mean, there's no real incantation or anything. It's not like a ritual.
Right. I just wanted to establish if it was done stealthily or not. Like, oh, I'm just walking past the statue and boop, you're alive now. Or if it's like, okay, Hasib's doing something to the statue. He's another ritual. I just wanted to make sure I knew.
Nah, not sneakily like he's trying to hide it. Just not trying to draw any attention to it either, because I'm sure we're busy.
No problem.
Bruna with Etrius, also known as the Swede, also known as the first among equals, the de jure head of the council. So they are technically equal. The only one above the seven is Tremere, and Etrius is very much Tremere's voice, while Tremere is absent. He is very well what most Tremere are descended from. Most Tremere bloodlines are usually connected to Etrius. Not always the case, but a good amount of them. He is a powerful figure, and supposedly he rules in Vienna, the head Tremere chantry. Supposedly he has a number of duties, helping to keep the structure of the pyramid, go to Tremere. He's also supposedly the of Tremere, while supposedly Tremere has been very long. How long you're not sure, but a long enough time that Etri is basically in charge. He was also known to be big rivals with Vortrix, even before they were vampires. Nonetheless, they hated each other.
Cool.
Many things each other, both before and after.
Cool.
And Jordy, you would know pretty much the same, just information about him directly, but you would know that he is very important, if not the de jure.
Understood.
Well, Atris, Gortrix, doesn't like him.
Well, that's
This
no
is-
fucking surprise, I suppose.
Just because I funny. Maruna, you remember hearing a story about how Etrius is the reason Boratrix was forced to become a eunuch.
Make most people mad, probably.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know a doctor that can fix that.
Well, I believe believe what he says. Anyway, and it's definitely Gortrix, so we have that assurance. He wants to restore Tremere, the House Tremere.
To restore the Tremere to his vision, one that wasn't liked by any of the other inner council.
This is bad.
He might be the worst of them.
With all due respect, Regent, the inner council could be dead.
And this is also, they've also gotten us here, so.
So, if he wants Tremere to be in his vision, and they are alive, by doing this, we start a civil war amongst our own people. I just want to make that abundantly clear.
It is quite the quangle.
We are already starting a war, for we are doing this ritual. You think our elders will like us doing this? Becoming what we will become? Having probably authority over them.
For whatever reason, they instructed us to.
We have to do something, but I don't know that this is a better option than anything else. This will cause a lot of death in the long run, so it's a decision on if there's death now or if there's death later.
There's death no matter what.
Exactly.
If we don't want to go this route, I gave you an alternative option.
I already said no.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're more used to it than the other option.
Yep.
Why?
We don't need to explain that.
I was brought here for the exact same reason.
But you're already one of us.
Then we'd have to go through the trouble of training another. It's more logistics.
Jordy said there was a third option.
He motions over to it, because I think everyone can see it, right? They're in that room, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The orb swirls. It's certainly more active than it's been.
The thing we stuck our hand into?
The demon. You would make demon worshippers of us, Jordy.
I didn't say that everyone would like it.
I said no more demons. So
I didn't present it as the primary option.
yeah.
We are walking through contingencies.
All right. So we have two very simplified options. We do the ritual as it was originally intended and deal with death now. Or we do...
Even then, he cuts in. Even then, we're at 6. There is no as intended. We are not with 7 and a sacrifice. We are with 6 and a few options. So we will be doing a difficult ritual regardless. But otherwise, you are correct.
I must emphasize that the ritual is quite vague when it comes to the outcome in the end. If it is done and completed successfully, it doesn't say whether or not we gain immeasurable power or the ability to fight off the invaders who are now crashing through our front door. It could be all for naught if we do not have someone strong that also rises from this. I'm not saying that means we have to go with Gortrix, but I'm saying Goretrix is strong.
I vote in favor, if this is a voting matter, of the book. It is the path to ambition, and we are Tremere. Ambition is in our blood.
I think Jordy, out of frustration, will look at the orb and he'll say, I don't think he's asked his question. I think he's going to say, "Who are you? What are you?"
You feel an impression. I am of the first. Created to create. Created to shape. Maker among. I can return what is fading. Enforce what is weakening. And I only ask one thing in return.
And what is that?
I want what all sentient freedom.
He'll shake his head. And he looks to Quangle and everyone else. Can the book be used as the vessel, or as the seventh, or both?
One or the other, if I remember Hasib explaining it prior.
Hasib will just ask the book itself, I guess, because you know, maybe the actual writing in the book will convince them.
The response is can do either, can do both, but difficult. Power requires sacrifice, one way or another.
Hasib, would you be willing to turn her?
Turn.
They'll still be after
Hasib
her
looks.
when this is over. She won't be safe. But with her, she could be our seventh. She has an innate power to her, you said it. She could be our seventh, and the book could be the vessel.
She doesn't know how to cast.
To be honest, you all look miserable. I think I might write.
A point of order. Before all of this, I was managing a library, and I was quite happy. This has been a terrible week. They were miserable. I was happy. I had a library. I had respect, structure.
Really happy. Haven't been.
All right.
Already
Happy in
sounds
spite
like
of
one of us.
circumstances. Happy in spite of current circumstances. Then.
Marina looks at Celine. What do you think in all of this?
All this seems way above me. Far more than I can really think, know, or care? I don't know. I mean, all that you guys have said about You and your your house or clan or whatever you call it, they're all horrible. The point is prolonging everything that's horrible, painful.
Because the people outside will probably do worse. That's my reason.
The next night could be better. That's my reason.
There's order in what we do. The others bring chaos.
I'm more selfish than them.
We doing what we do, we have a chance. If we don't, Celine, the others will destroy everything, even up to existence, as we've been told. And so this is the lesser evil, I guess you could say. And you have so much to live for. You're young. You're just a kid.
I have now.
He looks over
Sure.
to Cass and says, "Are you two related?"
Whether you
Good one, Jordy.
use me or me, whatever. If I care anymore.
Do you want to be
Sucks.
something that feeds on others for the rest of eternity? Or would you rather go to whatever afterlife you believe in?
I get mad.
That's the real choice. It's a gamble either way. It does. I would have picked the latter.
I would have still picked the embrace.
There isn't a wrong choice. There's just your choice.
But we have very little time, so as much as giving you that choice and having you have time to contemplate, you really don't go with your gut.
Me.
You're the one who has to pay the price.
Why are we putting all of this weight on the shoulders of a child?
Because
Why
she's
can't
the
we
one that
start the
dies either way. You don't think she gets a say in that?
Why is it so black and white? Why does she need to die?
Because
She's a
we
breach
have
of the
set, we have
masquerade at the
Masquerade.
very least.
Yes. The Masquerade, yes.
She
And
dies if she
Rule
becomes
is
one
the
of
reason.
us.
The fact is that we need to complete this ritual
Yeah.
one way or another, and if we fail at it, then when they get inside, we're all dead.
And we're running out of time to debate this because they're at our doors. So we make the decision now.
More than likely in the house already.
Yep, exactly. Decision
Hasib,
now.
he steps aside.
Hasib, Hasib just sort of shakes his head. It can't happen again. We can try with 6 in the book. We can do it. We are all.
She won't be safe, Hasib. The others still want her for what she is. That won't change. You do this, you pull her out.
He's right.
Sometimes there is no good option. That's a part of growing up.
This isn't a choice.
Real life doesn't
For
have
her.
choices.
Hasib looks towards the door, imagining it bursting open at any time, and then he looks to Celine. We are trying to make a better world. Do you want to try with us? It may all feel hopeless now, but there is still hope. It's why we're all here.
Charisma, either expression, difficulty 7.
Out of the cards.
How do the cards?
Alright.
Gotcha's alive.
We'll do.
Burning sensation in your chest. It's distracting you.
Yeah. We'll do empathy. Charisma.
Ooh, extra dice for Hasib.
Oh, extra dice. Modifier 1. I think Hasib is also going to spend a willpower. It said difficulty 7.
Yes, difficulty 7.
Oh. With that one willpower.
Yeah, we gotta beef up our empathy, guys. We gotta.
Oh,
we
yeah.
gotta beef up our empathy.
Yeah, I was gonna work on that.
The Tremere good at empathy.
Yeah, Tremere empathy. 1 success. Looks up at you. And you can see this kind of hopelessness in her eyes. However, as you look through, you just see scared. She looks like she goes to answer. Get the work.
Oh, did you add the extra dice?
There's 2. Can you put 2 extra dice on a roll?
Yeah. Spend as many
I
as
mean,
you
I'll
want.
take. I'll roll another d10.
One more.
2 successes.
Two
successes.
success.
In which case, you watch as she struggles to get the word.
We don't know for sure what comes after the dying part, but we can always find out. And Hasib will lower a hand, like to pick her up or to gesture towards her. There's nothing we can't discover. We are students at the end of everything. And if we have a will, there's nothing that can stop us from learning, from discovering, and from trying to do better. This is not the time to give up or to give in. So we must stand together. And Asib looks around the room. He stands tall despite not being very tall.
Marina will nod and go take his other hand.
Jody just gives a nod of approval. I think he already kind of said for Hasib to do so. So
Yeah,
seems
there's
to
just lots
agree.
of steps in between.
Yeah,
primarily
exactly.
for
So
Asib. Yeah,
he won't stick his foot in his mouth. He'll just nod.
and or sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say
If-
that was growth when Jordy said he wasn't gonna put his foot in his mouth. Sorry.
Oh, Hasib. Hasib will then, as gently as he can. This is a first for him. He will. If she's given a hand, he will drink her to the cusp of death, and then slitting his own hand, he will give a point of blood when she is on the cusp of death,
All right.
intending
You
to
gain
embrace.
10 points of blood, then you lose 1 point of blood. Actually, how many points of blood do you give her? The embrace.
Hasib will have blood left over. He can't really, because he can only have room for 5. So unless someone else wants blood, he's gonna, just because our blood has been wacky, very odd and not working, he's going to do three blood points. And he'll have 2 left over. I don't know if anybody else wants that. He'll make mention that someone can take a sip from him because he's gonna be full and waste the blood for 2
Yeah,
points.
I'll take one.
I could take the other.
There you go. You're hungry. Are you guys
Not
below half your pool?
Nope. Thanks to that, I'm not.
Good.
I'm not. This puts me at maximum, so it makes me exactly optimal. Wait, you just said that you needed more than I do then, if that's the case. Ree.
I'm at 2/3 right now.
2/3. Okay.
Yeah.
Jordy's
can have
one under half at 19.
Okay.
That's good
Wow.
to know. There's a lot of blood going
You
around.
can have
Starting to feel
Yeah,
that
my
hunger.
you can have
my
then.
my max is 10, so I have like 6 right now.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, my max is 10. I've got 9. You can have the other one then, if that's
Okay.
the case.
Appreciate it. 7 then.
As you cut the freshly made corpse, I need you to roll me a d10.
Aww.
Card of the
Let's
cards.
see. D10. 3.
You didn't say. You didn't say it.
Spill the blood in a minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes pass.
Jordy's gonna step in, and he's gonna try to do the same. I'm sorry, Steve. I forgot about the blood. It isn't always working right now, and he's gonna do the same.
How much blood do you?
5.
Roll me 10.
Card of the cards.
2 minutes pass. Suddenly, she takes a breath. Oh. Where am I?
Marina kind of just immediately goes over to her and like sits down next to her and like takes her hand and just, it's okay.
You can feel that she
Here, we're here.
pale, cold.
We're all here. It's okay. I know it's not pleasant.
Oh, everything. A lot right now.
I know. Are you hungry?
All right, but this feeling. Make of it.
We can explain after we're finished here.
We need your help
Because
for
we
the ritual.
don't have time.
And Marina will give her a hand and like help her stand up.
She seems a little shaky on her feet. It definitely is, like, all of you have experienced this in the kind of feeling of everything coming back, senses returning. It's a very overwhelming experience.
Yeah.
But she seems to be sort of there.
Very well.
I will show you where to stand and give you a few simple things. But you just being here is the key to what we are about to do. And Hasib will I'm not too sure. I mean, this is going to be a complex ritual anyway, and it's just a ritual period, and this is basically a human brought in. But he will try his best to give her something very simple. I'm not really sure how the ritual's set up, if we're all doing like the same thing or different things in the ritual, like
You're
different
all
response.
chanting and allowing energy and power to flow through. I imagine you have, like, you've written down on pieces of paper for phonetic. Because it's certainly not a language any of you have.
Yeah. Right.
Or
Yep.
for
Another slip of paper is created, and
paper.
we probably all go over how to say it for a few times, because reading it off the paper or not reading it, just seeing it may be tough to get the pronunciation. But I think we probably get close to doing the ritual then. Anything else anybody can think of?
Did you check those books out of the library? You said you have a lot of books for the ritual. Did you check those books out?
Jesus Christ. We're about to die.
I have one job. I have one job.
Quengle,
I will do
not
it.
not right now, Dr. Quengle, not right now.
Michael just puts his hands up like, fine.
If anyone would like to, they can make an intelligence academics on.
Yeah. What's the difficulty?
9. If you don't have academics, you cannot make.
Give me. Everything loads so slowly. I do have
Do you
it.
have any specialty?
No, but Cass knows some Latin. Does that count?
No, that will not help you.
He
This is
he
not
has
a
Catholic school kid Latin.
yeah.
What was the? It was intelligence.
Yes, you know, not
Intelligence
Latin.
academics.
Oh,
Intelligence academics.
it's sure not Latin.
It's not Latin.
Got it. Not Latin, not English.
It's not Latin, and it's definitely not a Romance.
Ooh.
Is it Swedish? Ah.
I got a
That would be
moderate. Do I get anything with that? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably doing another willpower point if we're doing the ritual.
Oh, this
I'm
is for
saving
the language.
all of my willpower points. This is just to understand what language it is. This isn't for the ritual.
Okay.
This is just general knowledge.
Sweet.
The Swede.
For most of you guys, you know for sure this is not a language you've ever seen before, and doesn't have origins in any language you've seen before. It looks completely alien. However, to you, Dr. Quagle, you remember during your education, there were some times when you look into the theory of ancient languages, and there is a language that is purely theoretical, and is often kind of just kind of um, uh, discredited as even an idea because it relies a lot on biblical kind of creationism. But there is a belief that is known, a language they call Adamic, or the language of Adam, believed to be the first language of humanity. Now, Adamic may not necessarily be the name, but it's a name that is ascribed to this idea of a first language. Something so ancient and old that it defies the conventions of most other languages. Or perhaps it's the ancestor of other languages. Thus, there are small similarities, long since been. You also remember reading um, during your immortal education about the languages of the kindred, and that supposedly there is an ancient language that was spoken by the that was called Enochian. You think this may be somewhere between that, an ancient language, possibly even the first language?
Having understood that, Quengle will say, will audibly say, fascinating.
Are we doing this?
Asib, you are the ritual master for this.
Right. If everyone's in their place, Michael, if you can keep an eye on the walls and the door, and warn us if they are approaching or about to intrude. We will need your protection most of any night this night.
Yes. Michael will be helpful.
Jordy, can you remove the door right here? I would assume there's only one door into the room. So if you remove the door, they can't get in.
I don't think that's how it works.
I see.
I can reroute the door, and it would take someone being able to undo it, like counter magic.
Ah,
At this
very
point,
well.
all sensation at the back of as if a presence pushes itself forward. Greeting, descendants of Tremere. My final judgment of your blood. Here to see punished for your sins. You have stolen something, much as your ancestors stole mine. Turn the seed eldest. I can promise a painless end.
Yeah, let's do the ritual. Let's do it.
Hasib, start.
Yeah, Hasib will I think stutter for a second as he begins the ritual.
Out of curiosity, it's holding the urn, and have you looked into the urn? You guys have the
Uh,
I
Do we have
can
to
do
hold
it.
it? I thought it just was in the middle.
inside the urn is supposedly supposed to be the seed. You guys haven't opened. It's just a cracked urn.
I
Oh,
would think
well,
it'd be Hasib.
probably when we were getting all the components of the ritual ready, we probably would have cracked it to get to the seed.
Okay. Well, you would have opened up and you would see scenting like this, like some dust surrounding. It's this small little black seed of sorts. Need to put it in this, or rather, where the specifically the ritual calls for it to be placed.
So the blood is taking place of the sacrifice, so we just place it in the blood,
No.
right?
Blood needs
the
to be.
book was going to serve as. The
The
book
blood
was
is
gonna
used to
serve
power
as
the
a
ritual.
Okay. This is why I'm not in charge.
That's more of
Yeah, we put
a
it.
necessary component because you guys have that sorcery, magic, like original ritual.
Magic.
Yeah, wizards. Yeah, we get everything prepped and ready, and we are beginning. Did the ritual specify how long it could take? Like, do we have a general time frame? Is it like, does this take weeks, or is it like
It doesn't take
like an
weeks.
hour?
It doesn't specify specifically, but it seems like this isn't like a long, week-long ritual. This is maybe 30 minutes. Maybe less, maybe more. Nonetheless, what do you
We
place
got
for sacrifice?
the book.
Book?
The book goes in for with the sacrifice, right?
Yeah, because we put her as one of the 7, so the book said it could either be the sacrifice or one of the 7. So we're using book as the sacrifice. She's one of the 7.
I will clarify. You are putting the book as the sacrifice.
Wait, no, the book is supposed to be the vessel. It said it could be vessel and sacrifice, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
essentially.
think we
It's,
it can. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
It doesn't need a sacrifice besides that if we use the book as the vessel.
yeah.
Okay. So it's on the book,
so you place the
right?
book in the ritual circle. Do you place the book in the ritual circle? Part of the ritual.
Somebody else to say it because I don't know what's going on.
I need to clarify because it's very
yeah.
important the order that this is done.
I mean, the book.
How do-
The
Ask the book how it's supposed to be done to do it with this intent.
Yeah, I just
If the,
can we
Please
confirm
ask
with the book? Because I assume that we kind of already confirmed. If we went over the details in the book, like rewrote parts of the scroll, like we kind of hashed out the details, because we're basically going to follow along what the book says to do.
Okay.
At least
so the
Hasib
details
is.
of the book are to place the book, then place the seed on top of the book.
And so book goes into the circle, seed goes on top of the book.
Okay, so who's putting the seed on the book?
Who had the seed?
I'll do it,
Okay,
I guess.
Pot, pick up the seed. I need you to make a soak roll.
Why does
That was the
everything hurt
wrong
us?
pick.
We could dump it. Shake it out onto the book.
Difficulty?
Standard.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you can't botch on a soak roll.
Oh, okay. Great. Let's love that.
Fortunately, that was not it. As you grab onto it, you feel this kind of prick sensation as one of the sharper edges of digs into your skin. As you pull back, you see a single bit of your vitamin. That red color, that black color, is kind of almost pinkish brown. Then watches like these. They're on. Start to wrap themselves around your hand.
All right.
Hasib is going to reach out a hand
for all
and
of
try
you,
to.
you guys are watching as the seed is trying to bury itself.
Mark, does this look like the last time he's seen the ritual.
Yes.
Does this look like the way that the seed entered the sacrifice?
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
Is there anything sharp near us? I'm taking off Maruna's hand if I can.
Oh my god.
I can just flesh craft it off. I'm just gonna grab her hand and just freaking.
Yep.
And just
Okay,
flesh craft it. If it's in her, is it a hand or a finger? Like
it's
where is it
trying
at
to
on
get
her
just
into
her
the finger.
finger.
It hasn't quite got in yet, but it's like halfway.
Yeah, at the
Can
knuckle.
can we try to pull it out before we cut off my finger, guys?
Who tries what first?
Temporary measure.
I'm not. Okay.
I don't
I've
think we
got my
can get it
medical
off.
bag.
It's just gonna go into whoever it touches at this
No,
point. So I think
Hasib is going to use movement of the mind to keep it levitated and like trying to yank, but those roots are probably dig it in.
Make
So
a roll for
he's-
mirror of the mind. Go ahead, Maruna.
At the same
oh
time,
god.
At the same time, Maruna would be trying to get it onto the book.
To try and like press it onto the book, basically. All right. So, Hasib, you're for the mind. Botch is alive.
Is this so? It's not very. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. It's a tiny seed, right?
Yeah, but
It's
it's
a
sticking.
mystical
It's
seed,
grabbing
though.
on quite.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll use the most he can then. The 4th level. That'll be difficulty 7.
Heart of the card.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Wow.
Maruna, it's a very odd feeling to feel this thing essentially digging and filling in skin before it's pulled out. And you can kind of see where it's kind of gone in, there's like a hole. Like it's taken a chunk of your flesh.
Okay, like that.
Oh, and it hurts quite a bit. In fact, make me a soak roll. Another soak roll. Okay, you
Oh, okay,
managed
now
to. You don't take any damage from this.
Okay.
But it does take like a bit of your
she-
finger with.
She's just kind of staring at it.
You watch as like the that has digging in. Then you watch as little vines begin to sprout forth.
Onto the book, onto the book, onto the book it goes. The seed levitates it across. Places, everyone. The seed is awake, and we need to start.
Lands on the book and it slowly eviscerate the piece of flesh that it has. And then it just sits there on the.
What happens next?
As he remembers back to what we're supposed to do next, I'm assuming it's. Are we doing the chanting now, or
Chanting begins.
and it goes off without a hitch, right? And we win.
Yay! Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Premier
That's it.
win.
It's so easy.
Tremere game. Bye.
Okay, then. As you begin to chant these ancient words, all of you can feel the power shift as the elements are called forth. The still breeze becomes a spinning whirlwind, energy, pressure. See, as you lead the chant, you see the blood sitting in the bowl begin to lift upward, moving through the air and forming a pentagram. We watch as the blood begins to flow out and around, filling the circle. As we see the book begins to raise in the blood before sinking in. We watch as the blood touches the seed begins to and move, taking in the book. At this point, Hasib, I need you to make an intelligence and occult roll. This is difficulty 7.
All right, is this like for the ritual? Would I be able
This
to
is
be
for
able
the
to use
ritual.
my specialty?
You will be allowed to use your. Just so you guys know, this is going to be a roll I'm going to take from all of you, and it's going to be based on the total amount of success.
All right, definitely using a willpower then, because we might all die. What was the difficulty again? I'm sorry.
7.
7.
Heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards.
Oh man, only
3
3.
And that was it intelligence and occult? Or are we all
Intelligence
rolling
and
that?
No. I see. As you. We watch as the seed begins to wrap up, digging into the front page. Cover of it. We then watch as the blood flows, as if the book itself. It's your ritual.
Ritual?
Was this your ritual roll?
I think that was just we all were rolling for intelligence occult, right?
Yes, but I was.
For the ritual.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
It explodes.
Maruna, as you focus in, call upon the energy. You open your eyes. Standing at your side, doing the ritual alongside you, is your sire. Watch as he turns to you. Boratrix. Turn. Use me. Up next, Geordie. I need you to make an
Was it intelligence occult?
Yeah.
Difficulty 9?
Oh, is it 7? If it was
Difficulty
7, that was
7.
5 successes.
It's 5 successes. Okay. Geordie, as you call upon your power, chanting the word, sending your energy forth, feel that presence out to you. Cannot trust one as a traitor beneath. I have been nothing. Trust in me. Use my power. I will give you all you need. Up next. Yes.
Heart of the
Intelligence occult.
cards. Yep, I'm using willpower. I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm.
Are the cards?
If I could use multiple willpowers, I would.
One six. As you're focusing, Cass, and spending your energy full, feel an challenge. Feels like it's coming from. I was like. There were those sort. They're slaves. But I traded. There was power to bound child. Trust in me. Trust in the House of Goratrix.
He screws his eyes shut and says in his head, because he's chanting, but he says, "Into thy hands, Lord, I command my spirit."
Finally. Dr. Quinn. Intelligence occult difficult.
Question for you. So, to use our willpower, 'cause I haven't done this. Is that going to be on the modifier option, where it says modifier? You put the number of willpowers.
That says
Towards
There's
the
an
end.
option to use willpower.
Okay, towards the end. Cool. I don't want to mess anything up. Difficulty 7. No specialization. Willpower used. Yes. Public. Yes. Punish. Cult. All right. Hard the cards.
6. 11. Then there is assigned. Actually, there's 2 more assigned to this.
I don't get tempted by, by any spirits.
Your wife calls. The cell phone's going.
Your wife called.
The sign-in sheet calls.
You know what?
It's all good. I'm
A
happy to be so
voice.
clear of mind.
Enters the back of your head. For one has received the gift of the elders. We might look kindly upon kin. Betray them. Join the sword of Cain. Things. Free this world from the tyranny. Quartermaster. He's going to spend a point of willpower.
Oh yeah, I completely forget. Old Joey Kabar is here.
Yeah, we got Joey. Good old Joey. Good guy. He's a good guy.
Love that dude.
Just smoking
He's
a
the one
cigarette.
I buy
in the corner.
cigarettes for. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
One success, so 2 successes. Brings it to a 13. And then finally, the girl.
Celine might have at least maybe one dot of occult. I
My
mean, what was
God.
she? Emo or something? Oh.
Celine's not rolling with a cult. Celine is rolling with something else.
Jesus.
It's 4 successes.
Fucking mage.
Okay. With that, you all close your eyes. Suddenly you find yourself sitting down. Maruna, you recognize as first vision. It's chaotic. A game of cards. Each of you a hand of 5 cards. Except now, all of you are seeing, experiencing it, feeling this tightness around the throat of this red string that ties all. As you look forward, you guys can see there are cards on the table. One is the devil. Another. So this one. Another is death. The final one is the hermit. You all, though you don't quite understand how, implicitly understand the following. The devil represents the demon. Death represents Gortrix. And the hermit represents something else. Maruna, you know what this represents. You guys are free to discuss in this short place how you choose to. One
Maruna
card must be pushed.
Maruna points to the hermit. This one we need to pick this one.
Yes, the other two look ominous. I don't like death or a demon.
What does it mean?
Nothing
It
good
means-
with the horns.
It means there's someone else out there who'll make the sacrifice.
Who?
My sire.
Your sire's dead. You can't sacrifice that which is dead, Maruna. You and I
He-
know this.
He's not really dead. He's been speaking to me.
What has he been telling you?
He's been warning me. This whole time he's been telling me. I know this is the right one.
What your sire, wasn't it your sire who forced the embrace on you, took you away from your home and family, and we're to trust someone like this?
It's the best option. Ultimately, he was trying to do for me exactly what we all did for Celine. I didn't understand it at the time, but I do now.
I agree with Maruna. Goratrix, when we were doing the ritual, spoke to me, and it doesn't feel good. He wants power. He doesn't want the House of Tremere. He said the House of Goratrix.
We can't have that.
No. Jordy.
Your sire was no one. Really. He isn't in the same power scale as these other two. Are you sure it's him?
I don't know if it's him or if it's just the form that my visions have been taking, but I know that it's the best option.
Mark, can Jordy's gonna look around. Is this an actual place? Does this feel physical to him as far as manifestation goes?
To an extent, yes. Like, you can interact with the cards. You can... Around you just looks to be a black void. Nothingness.
Is there anything
And
that
once
casts
again,
a
you
shadow?
have that tightness.
Yeah. Is there anything that casts a shadow from Maruna?
No, none of you cast shadows.
What will this do, Maruna?
Complete the ritual without awakening some great evil.
Seems really convenient.
Jordy. I know bad men. Goratrix is not a good man. Not the way he spoke to me. And your demon we know is not. Trust me, we don't want him.
Right. Is everyone ready to proceed then?
Hasib still like he's picked up his cards and he's shuffling them, looking at each one intensely. If we pick the hermit, if we your sire Rooney, will that be enough? We have this choice here, but then we have many choices outside of here when we're back. We
We'll
don't
have
know
to
if
worry about those choices when we're back. Right here, we have one choice. And we really have one option.
Will your sire be able to fight off everyone who is attacking us, or will we die when we are done?
Whatever has managed to transcend death to deliver this message to me will be able to help us.
If we die, we do it together.
But the Tremere will continue. See, please.
Hasib slowly nods. I trust you, Rooney. I don't know your sire. I don't know any of these people. I just know that we will need power to get through this. If your sire can give us that, then I would love to choose your sire.
Marina puts her hand on the card and looks around at everyone for just final confirmation before moving it to the center if there are no objections.
Any last words, anyone?
I heard a voice too. It asked me to betray all of you. Of course, I'm not going to do it, but did anyone else get any betrayal voices?
I think as she's moving the card,
Right?
going with that, she just
No. Oh, okay.
Celine? Is Celine here?
Yeah, Selena and Cabal, I think. Oh no, it's just us?
Just you
Oh.
guys.
moving it.
You move it forth towards the center of the watch as the card begins up floating. As it begins to shift and turn. And you see a flickering figure appear, disappear. Finally, everything disappeared. It's quiet. Stand at a crossroads. See what man standing there.
I'll walk
Hey,
up
the
to
right.
him. Yes.
Certainly made. Thanks so much.
Who are you?
Oh, know me. I know you.
Do I recognize them, man? What do you mean?
You know, it's funny. A lot of people believe fate as this big constructed thing. As if there's something out there designing everything, putting everything in its place, everything playing its role. Not really like that, is it? Fate is more of a. It's more of a coincidence that rhymes.
I suppose.
Suppose you imagine yourself special as
Not in. Not really. Not any more than anyone else.
I can't tell if that's you being humble or self-doubt. Funny, I can usually tell these things. Well,
I think it's just. Everyone has a part to play in things.
maybe. Well, good luck out there. Really all I can offer you. Joy, damnation, death, or getting to live for a couple more years. For you, Oh, and look after my daughter, will you? Watch as he turns around, march down one, again return to. Suddenly, you awaken once the ritual continues. Your chanting has continued even in the moment of unconsciousness, not stopping for a second. You watch as the book begins to rise from the blood and the seed begins to extend, sprout outwards. These fleshy tendrils grabbing around the book, digging into its sides, its pages, as you watch the book itself begin to bleed. Watch as it begins to rise and shift. The sprouting branches and vines twisting and pulling its design until it becomes roughly the shape of a person. You then watch as the cover of the book begins to turn and shift, going from dark leather to this fish flesh. You watch as hair sprouts forth from the pages, as part of the pages begin to form into hands and fingers and nails, as a person begins to be formed out of this book. Maruna, you begin to recognize the person like. As do you, Jordan. This is Maruna's sire. Silas Anderson, the former whip. As he begins to form, the blood pool begins to flow upwards into him. Then watch as the winds begin to lower, lessen. As him floating in the air for a moment, gently to the ground. It's quiet. Suddenly, it shoots up. worked. It actually worked.
Yes.
We don't have a lot of time. Quentin, I need your help.
At once, and Quentin, like, all being ordered around again.
Watch as he seems to be focusing as you watch him to appear in the palm of his hand. And then you watch it starts to dig in deeper. We need to get this thing out now.
Alright. Okay, what I'm going to attempt to do is remove his hand. I'm sure we can grow another one. Just,
Alright.
so, flesh.
Make a flesh crafting roll.
Okay, I've got to review. How do I do? It's been a little while, and no one ever lets me flesh craft. Looking at you guys.
Listen, you had to take other people's skin to fix. No.
It's okay. Not put.
I like
put
how
forth any
everyone
blame.
complained when he was going to take Maru's hand, but now that he's taking Silas's hand, he has a
Well, I
fucking-
wanted him to take Maruna's hand.
You
Well,
know.
Silas, I feel like Silas is a lot more like, yeah, sure, do whatever you have to.
Get it off.
All right.
And
it's
Maruna's
gonna
much
be-
more. I didn't agree to this.
It looks like dexterity medicine. Okay, cool.
I was gonna say that's a weird combination, but no, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 7 as well.
7. Okay.
Cards.
Are the cards?
Marina didn't submit any advanced directives suggesting otherwise. It was a life or death situation.
Would you consider this a specialization for me, since I'm a surgeon, medical guy?
No. Not in this case. This is magical removal of flesh. Not as much precision. Surgical precision. This is more like an art science.
Got you.
Yeah, so essentially you're having to like pull the flesh off his hand, leaving like essentially bone underneath. As you pull forth this chunk of flesh with the seed in it, as you see it begins to out, little vine.
I'm gonna cast it into the
flowers.
urn. I'm just gonna
before
throw
you
it
do,
into
he
the
goes,
urn.
Okay, well you chuck it into the urn and he goes, okay. Now I need you to remove the flesh from the seed.
Oh. You should have said that. He says, okay, cool.
Don't touch it. Hasib, can you do that thing with your...
Oh, right. Hasib's still like, he's keeping an eye on Silas, but he'll use movement of the mind to lift up the seed at a distance and try to pick away at it, dropping the flesh to the floor.
Well, eyes are on that, Mark. Are we in a position where there's a shadow cast from
Oh, absolutely.
from Silas?
Definitely.
Jordy's going to use Path of the Unspoken. And he's going to use Shadow Speak.
Make the roll.
Okay. Shadow Thoughts. Blood point, willpower roll. Okay.
All right. What's success?
Just duration, it looks like. Evoking this power, Mysterious power allows the thaumaturge to peer into anyone's shadow and glean information about them.
This is Silas Anderson. From what you can tell, you see a vision of him at the moment of his execution. Right, you were not allowed to be present for it, but you left. And you see him speaking Tremere that are here to judge him, including your sire. They seem to reach an agreement, in which case a ritual, he's placed in the center of a ritual is cast, after which his head was removed. You get the feeling that this ritual allowed him to implant a portion of either his spirit or his consciousness within Maruna's soul, allowing him to live on and possibly be revived.
And that that 4 successes, by the way, allows him to go back a month with the vision. 1 month from that's the duration is how far back you can go apparently.
We'll say went a little further because of how his death worked. He was technically not there for a good amount of time, so his shadow didn't work.
Right.
So you kind of you get the kind of experience of him attempting to find this daughter of Eve, and then eventually giving up, believing it was impossible. And then he found Maruna. At this point, you begin to see a little thought pattern. There wasn't anything particularly in his mind special about Maruna. This was a calculated risk, but a calculated gamble, but a gamble nonetheless. There was no guarantee that this was ever going to work out, and there was no guarantee there was anything truly special with her that would affect what his plan is, which was to commit this ritual and save their fading power.
I think as he peers, and he just laughs. They're all planning this. Your death. Everything about this was just another plan of the elders.
Don't see you. Thought you would have understood that by now. How long have you spent as whip?
1 week.
So then that
Sorry,
means Sissy was right.
Yeah. He'd say, as long as you've been gone, I suppose. Seems I was less welcome in the inner circle than you were.
Do not think that I was a pawn just like you. But no matter. There are things that need to be done. As you're, Hasib, as you're kind of splitting some of the flesh away, there is a point where the seed and the flesh are one. You see it kind of writhing and that Silas. Dr. Quentin, you are going to be, I don't know what the right word would be, but perhaps wrestling with something that is, to put it lightly, a piece of an antediluvian. This seed has been used as a piece of the being known as the eldest. As a meaty antediluvian. Need you to wrestle forth the seed that's inside from the flesh that corrupts it.
I see. Well, he who dares wins, and Quangle will get to work.
This is going to be a strength medal.
Hey, question for. In a different form, I think we both know what that form is. I get a plus to my strength, and I can still fleshcraft in that form.
Absolutely.
That would give me. Ah, dude. Seriously? Ah, sweet.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 points. Well, first, please back away, and if you are of weak constitution, look away. He'll say. Um, so, yay, I get to do this. All right, so horrid form. All right, the kindred uses power to become a hideous and deadly monster. The vampire stature increases. Okay, system. Okay, so it only cost me 2 points of blood to awaken, and all my physical attributes increased by 3.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend the 2 points. I've got to mark this on the character sheet, or I will forget.
Say for this, we
All
kind
right.
of cut to everyone's action. Horrifically reshape yourself in form. Before we hear what your monster form looks like, I want to hear what everyone's reaction is to Dr. Quangle horrifically brutalizing and transforming himself.
um, I think Maruna, like, I mean, she's like kind of like cringes a little bit, like, ow, that looks like that hurt, but doesn't. She's not like really phased by it being gross or anything. It's more just like, ooh.
I'm gonna roll a courage roll. I feel like that is very
think that's a good
appropriate.
idea. That's appropriate.
See, he probably recoils a bit, bumping into one of the walls. He's seen some rough stuff, but this is truly becoming monstrous in every sense of the word. I think he will, with the last bits of his courage, he will probably stand in front of wherever Celine is, because he isn't sure what's happening, and he knows Celine is a newly born vampire with no way to protect herself.
Cass is standing, I'm assuming, near Jordy because everyone else was doing things. And he's going to see it start happening and then say, "Oh God, above," and he's going to turn and face the other direction, just so that like he can see Jordy's reactions and just base him turning back around on Jordy.
Okay, I'll just roll courage. Jordy sort of just instinctively, like you would anything like this, just sort of leans back as far away as you can from it, but he probably doesn't look as shocked as maybe those that are seeing any form of transformation. He hasn't seen this, but he's seen Quangle do some crazy shit with his own body. So more recently, I think that was the Sabat raid where that happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That Doctor describe horrid.
All right. So after warning those with weak constitutions to turn around, Quangle would unbutton the second button on his shirt He's not wearing his jacket. His jacket is still in the freaking the lounge where they were at before, or the parlor, I think, wherever. He'll find it. Anyway, Quangle transforming, he kind of doubles over as if he has a cramp, and his back turn, his he he doubles over as if he has a cramp and just starts to expand until he explodes in a shower of gore. Um, he starts to become taller. He grows feet in height. The gore that has exploded off of him begins to slowly crawl up his legs as he molded back into this thing, this terrible thing. Claws, talons, spines on the back, a face that blooms open, a mouth that has no business speaking, and this horrible thing. He says, "Glory to the newborn king." And what was he supposed to do? I have to separate the seed from the flesh.
Yep.
Okay, strength medicine roll. So because of this, I get additional points to my strength.
I will say it diff 8 because
Okay. My strength gets additional 3 dots, so it goes from 2 to 5.
are you spending
All
any
right, and this
blood
is
to fortify your strength for offing your
um yeah, this seems kind of important. I'm gonna spend. Let's see. I don't want to go below half. I'll spend 2 points of blood
all right
because we kind of need this
strength?
to happen. All right, so now I have a strength of 6, 7. Okay. So here's the question: how do I reflect that? A 7 for strength. Oh, actually, I could just press it and go down to 7. Cool. Okay. So, oh, hopefully I don't mess this up. Strength medicine, no modifier, no wounds. And the difficulty was what now?
8.
8 difficulty. Um, specialization, no willpower use. Yeah, I'll use one more point of power, and then I can't use any more because I may need them for other stuff. All right. All caps.
4 6. We
Yay.
watch as you start to the flesh, and then we watch as the flesh fights back, attempting to peel and ruin your own skin as you're trying. You can feel there's bits where like these long talons trying to use across, like become dulled or like washed away, pulled back, as it's attempting to fight you in battle of fleshcraft. However, you place your will over it. You are a member of House Tremere. You are the master, the masters of masters, and you focus your will forth. Eventually, we watch as this corrupted looking flesh begins to pull back and then fall to the ground. We watch as it attempts to try and pull itself across the ground before it goes still. And Dr. Quangle, you hold in talons this purple seed that begins to bloom, opening up to reveal a purple pomegranate flower. This Silas would step forward and
Yeah, I didn't come this far to betray everybody. Quangle gives it to Silas. Yeah.
takes it and he's bloom of love. Last one in existence. As far as I know. Long as this flower blooms, power of the Tremere is secure. This should last us for maybe a millennia. At least until a permanent solution.
Buys us some time.
Time's the one thing we don't.
So, with the ritual complete, does that mean, as Hasib looks to his hands, are we omega powerful with strength and invigorated to fight the many enemies who are lining up outside our door?
More than you were before.
But we have it back.
Yeah.
The Sabbat are out there. And Salubri, amongst other things.
You need to
And
get
our
this
clan is
What
falling
was-
apart.
You need to get this.
What was
flower.
sacrificed?
As he looks down, you see on the floor a ruin. To be honest, I don't know how you got it. He looks over to Celine and says, "Vessel."
You said we had to get it to Vienna.
Yes.
How do we get out of here?
Well,
I
now
don't
that
know.
we have our powers back, what about that mirror ritual?
The mirror you guys
It would take
smashed?
time.
Not that one.
We smashed the other mirror. Yeah, when we came.
Yeah, no,
through,
the mirrors got smashed.
Yeah, because
Okay,
the
hold
first
on.
one broke, the other one Michael smashed.
Okay. Never mind then.
Plain.
Could someone put the original mirror back together? That led to Dallas, I believe.
We would need
What
access.
was Arsire doing in Dallas? Do you know what the regent was doing in Dallas?
In Dallas.
He was meeting with the other Tremere, Merlina.
Right before this all started.
Sire spoke of her once or twice. I think she was the one he was. Don't know.
She's the one that urged him to return to us and tell us to start the ritual immediately.
It really
He didn't
must
make
have
it
been
back through the mirror.
Wait, so your sire is. No, he's dead, isn't he?
Seeing as we're going to have to travel, which means leaving behind the chantry if we want to all go and be as strong as a unit as we can. What if we made them breaching the chantry be their downfall? Can you make this place like self-destruct?
Silas would look to you, Jordy. It seems. Topic then.
Jordy would sense whether or not he has that kind of control over it.
Make a willpower roll. Difficulty none. hear the voice return. I have lived up to my end of the bargain. Live up to yours. Free me.
If you do, if I do, you clear a path for us.
Agree.
Get ready to run.
Mark, I probably can't fit in the car in this form. I'm probably gonna have to change back, right?
You don't have a car.
We don't have a car. We've destroyed every vehicle we've ever
No.
owned.
A quartermaster got a van. He got a van because that was the
He
plan.
did
We
get a
told him to get a
van.
van.
Yeah, but that was the van used to get to the Elysium and that you left in the street. You left
Damn
in the
it.
middle.
We left ghosting in neutral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the Salubri's van now.
Oh.
And
The sewers.
Yeah, I'm not transforming back. If we're running, then I'll just run like this and, you know.
Jordy. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Jordy, we could go to the sewers. Go to the Nosferatu.
it's a start. We have one of those to return.
And we need to bargain to get out of the city, so see if they can get us either a vehicle or a way out where they can't find us.
The devil you know, right? With that, he turns to the orb and he says, I release you.
A crack begins to form in. It continues to spiral.
Get out of its way. Step back. Stay clear.
Watch as energy begins to spill. What at first seems like shadow. But no, it's deeper than shadow. This is pure darkness that spills forth. Watch as the cracks grow larger and larger as more deep black darkness begins to fall out of it. At which point, Jordy, you can feel the ward on the door to the chantry break. They've breached the perimeter.
They're coming. He steps back and he'll pull his pistol out, which he's never had in his hand this entire game.
You're sending that after them?
That was the deal.
Have it kill them all.
Asked to clear a path. It's the best we can do.
The orb begins to crack open as you watch a large clawed hand pull out of it and grab onto the edge, as another does as well, continuing to stretch and pull the crystal orb open. As you watch this shadowy, elongated head extend from it, and then a dark shadow behind that at first looks almost like a cloak, but is then revealed to be shadowy wings. As a demon, a fallen angel, pulls itself from its imprisonment and stands on the ground before you. All of you feel an instinctual reaction to look away. And you are glad that you... Because there is something that should not be observed in its existence, in its form, as the demon bears its apocalypse form and begins to slowly glide outwards toward the door. Even if you want to, cannot bear to look, knowing that if you did, something within you would break. Then it disappears out the door.
Waiting for key sounds like screaming, wailing, perhaps
Flesh being torn apart.
swearing.
What the hell
You
is that?
hear a roar. A mix between a human scream and bestial, bestial
Bellow.
bellow. Yeah, bellow. That works. A bestial bellow. It is deep and inhuman, and then the sounds of tearing flesh and blood splattering.
We should go.
We'll blame that one on the slubry. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
With that, we watch as you out quickly and fast, attempting to make your escape. The question is, will Tremere survive the Sabbat siege upon the chantry? You're just gonna have to find out next week, as we end part 1 of our finale.
Two-parter.
We would take so long. We need 2 parts.
We did.
Sounds right.
There's a lot of debating.
A lot of stuff, a lot
We
of
did the ritual,
lot of
though. We got-
important
we got it
debating.
done.
Some things can't be rushed.
Exactly,
You know we're a Camarilla when, yeah.
it's true. It's not a camera unless there's 3 meetings to decide when you should have a meeting.
Yeah.
With that, I hope you've enjoyed. Let's do some outros. Lovely, lovely cast. This time we're gonna start off with Bob. Bob, why don't you give us your outro?
Ticking Time Bob Gaming here. We do Pendragon over on my stream as well as a bunch of other actual plays with a lot of these familiar faces. We just ended a Legend of the Five Rings game, and there will be more announced soon. Also playing with Mark and Cyberbro, aka Dr. Quangle, in an upcoming 3-parter of Daggerheart. So check that out if you're interested.
Up next, Emily. Why don't you give us your outro?
Hi, I'm Emily. I played Kess. I am one of Bob's aforementioned familiar faces. I am in a Tuesday game where we do Summerland. It's all of the fun, fairy, and creepy stuff about the Pendragon scene. Yeah, that's on Tuesdays. Watch that on Tuesdays. I'm very tired. I'm gonna stop talking. That's on Tuesdays. Watch that on Tuesdays. I'm very tired. I'm gonna stop talking.
Up next, Ree, give us your outro.
Hey guys, I'm Ree. This could have gone worse. That's what I'll say. It definitely could have gone worse, so I'm grateful for that. You can catch me on a lot of other channels. You can catch me. We should be returning with Mortal Rolls next week. You can also catch me playing with Crit Crafters right now every other Tuesday in their Strahd game. And we'll be back next week for the part 2 of the finale, and I'm very excited.
Together. But will it be the end of... up next, Zach, give us your outro.
Hello again. I'm Zach, and I played Hasib, and all I gotta say is, Celine survived. Hasib has accomplished his goal, kind of. I mean, she's kind of alive. I mean, yeah, okay. Well, still around. She's still around. So that's exciting. But yes, I also play in Bob's Pendragon games, playing as a couple characters. You know, some of them probably shouldn't have been knighted at this point, but you know, getting away with all kinds of things over there. So come check it out.
And last but certainly not least, Cyberbro, give us your outro.
All right. Hey, so I'm Cyberbro. Tonight I played Dr. Quentin Quangle. He got to finally use his horrid form, waiting for a while, so I'm happy to be finally doing it. And hopefully next week during part 2 of the finale, we get some fighting in, and I can really take this thing around for a spin. If you want to see me in other games, I'm over at the channel on Tuesdays. I'm at Cyberland. Play a totally different type of character. Definitely.
Very nice. And I have been Mark, aka the CatsMeow. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my series. I hope you've enjoyed House of Tremere so far, but do tune in for next week as we do the part 2 of the finale. I hope you enjoy, I hope you're excited, because next week we will get to see the full power of the one, the only, the Iscariots. I hope you're ready for the Tzimisce to have their revenge against Clan Tremere for all the vile things they've done. And with that, we're going to read out. So, stick around, have a good night, and we'll see you all next week. Bye!